Hey Hofstra fans, welcome inside the WB Mason Coaches Report with Cassara. I'm Anthony Barrett, joined by Cassara, the head coach of the Hofstra Pride men's basketball team. Coach, thanks for your time. How've the holidays been treating you?
Good. Happy New Year, Anthony.
Happy New Year, Coach. And let's look back now. You had one big game this past week. The Iona Gales come to town. They beat you by 25 last year, and coming into this game, Iona had so much hype behind them. People were already saying they're a surefire NCAA tournament team. Some of the, I guess, the so-called experts will say, we're saying it would be an accomplishment if you guys lost by less than 20 or 15, not giving you a chance, but you come away with the 9-point win over Iona.
Very pleased with our effort, and you know, again, not to take anything away from Iona, terrific basketball team. They're going to win a lot of games this year. Very talented, very well coached. We played a terrific game. Great effort, great energy, great attitudes by all of our guys, and we've been able to string some really good practices together as well over the last couple of weeks. So I'm pleased with our progress.
Now you look at some individual performances. Dwan McMillan playing against his old high school teammate Scott Machado, one of the best point guards in the country. Machado still gets 10 assists, but he only has 5 points, 6 turnovers, which is a season high. He fouls out. Dwan McMillan really just continues to pile up these good performances.
Dwan has slowly put this team on his back with his energy and his effort, and certainly his great leadership, and just done so many things. Obviously, statistically, he's starting to play a lot better as well, but he's doing a lot of great things for us.
David Imes probably with his best performance of the season, 16 points, 15 rebounds. Iona really didn't have a whole lot of size other than Glover in their lineup out there, but Imes, is this kind of a breakout game that you're hoping now maybe he returns to David Imes of last year where he's consistently getting you maybe 10 and 8?
Yeah, if David Imes can be close to a double-double guy, we'll be a very formidable team in our league, and we need that effort for him. A lot of credit to Dave. He's had some terrific practices over the last couple of weeks. His attitude has been terrific. He's been working, although the ball hadn't really been going in the basket for him for a while. So we continue to get efforts like that from Dave, and again, as we get into the CAA, he is going to play against guys that are bigger on a daily basis. We need that effort from him.
Nathaniel Lesser also with good performances. Mike Moore continued the tune, another 20-plus point performance. Stephen Wahconah, you started. He gave you some good minutes. Did you just get a feeling from your team coming into this one? They remembered how badly Iona won last year, and they all just got up to play against Iona?
Yeah, it was one we certainly circled on our calendar, whether we did it physically or at least mentally. I think our guys were really excited to play for that game, and certainly I think it also is in conjunction with starting to put some good practices together as well.
Now you bring VCU to the MAC tonight, so how long did you let the team enjoy this win against Iona before you had to start gearing up for the Rams?
Just about a minute into my post-game speech, I did bring up the VCU game. So we aren't going to look, you know, obviously we're pleased with the effort against a very good Iona team, pleased with the results, but we know now, you know, winning the league is the most important thing. We've got 3 league games this week.
Now VCU went on the Final Four last year when people went on TV and said they were appalled that VCU even got into the tournament. They don't bring back a lot of key pieces from that team. They bring back Bradford Burgess. He's the best returning player for them this year. So what do you expect from the Rams?
Well, if you look at their schedule, I mean, their only losses are at Alabama, Georgia Tech, and Seton Hall. That's a very, very good team. Shaka's done an incredible job, you know, backing up a lot of talented players after they lost a lot of talented guys. They've got great size, great athleticism. They're going to press us all over the court, and they're very, very well coached.
And you and Shaka, it seems like you guys have had a relationship for a couple of years now. Talk about that.
Shaka and I are very close friends. We talk after losses, after wins, and certainly he's usually the first text after a good win. We go back a ways to our times at Dayton. I actually was part of the staff that replaced him when he was with Coach Purnell, and so we go back a long way. We both have small college backgrounds and have a lot of things in common, and I think he also has just become a very good friend off the court as well. So I have a ton of respect for Shaka, and he's just done an incredible job at VCU.
And what do you think is going to be the key to victory against the Rams tonight?
We have to handle the pressure. They're going to pressure us for 40 minutes, and they've got great size. They've got great size up front. They're going to start 6'11", 6'9" up front. They run a lot of different athletes at you, and certainly we're going to have to be able to try to control the boards and take care of the basketball. And those are keys for us really throughout the year, but especially as we get into CAA play, we've got to control the glass, or try to control the glass, being a little undersized, and we've got to take care of the basketball.
Now, you brought up that you have 3 games this week. Your team right now has been going with a very limited rotation, 7 scholarship players. Matt Grogan, the walk-on, has been playing a couple minutes for you, some solid minutes. So how crucial is it that in practice you still get game plan, but ultimately your players rest up in between these games?
It's a real challenge. It's something that our staff, we talk about a lot, and we throw around ideas, and we can't practice too much because we've got to preserve the guys that got to play a lot of minutes. And we've got some older guys in this team, you know, some fifth-year seniors, you know, they're starting to become old men slowly. You know, they walk out more ice bags than I care to talk about sometimes. But I think we found a good balance with that, where we have to practice and continue to get better, but we also have to rest our bodies, and we also have to rest mentally too. This is a real challenge. I think our staff and this team is much more prepared going into year 2 for these games where you have to play 3 games in a week.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot, and good luck this week.
Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it.
And thank you, Hofstra fans, for joining us inside the WB Mason Coaches Report with Mo Cassara.